Yeah. Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share a Beer Show 488. Hey, I like that number. That's
Yep,
actually a
48.
good number because everything kind of goes right. You've got four as half of
Mhm,
eight. We got two eights in there, and the fours and the eights.
mhm. Yeah,
Man, we're doing pretty good today.
yeah.
You know, the 480s have been kind to the show, right?
Prime numbers are usually real good.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're actually am starting the show late because of this darn Alabama Georgia game. I've been stuck to it. I've got it here on my iPad. I'm not going to show it because Lord knows 2 seconds
It gets shut down. Yeah, it gets shut down.
shut down. So, but right now as we speak, what is the score, Mark? What I think
28-21.
yeah.
Well,
So
10 minutes left in the game.
hell of a game. We have got a lot to talk about. We've got beer controversy happening right now, in this past week. A lot to talk about there. We've got Echo news. There's a big reveal sort of happened with your Amazon Echo devices. That's kind of exciting if you're me. Or if you're an Apple fan, then that's exciting news.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And we also have, what else do we have, guys? We have there's we've got some big reveals from Burger King again, but that's not really big reviews. Burger King always has new burgers coming out, new sandwiches. But we could also talk about fast food. And Bum has a malt liquor report today, or awesome.
always.
So I don't have any beer today, guys. I will be having cocktails on the show.
Oh yeah, baby.
A mixture of vodka. I have to do my best Russian accent today. I am having greyhounds actually today. We're doing the grapefruit juice, and it's ruby red though. It's not your kind of tartar grapefruit juice, but still, nonetheless, I don't know. Is it a different drink when you have the ruby red grapefruit juice as opposed to the more tangier grapefruit juice? Is it no longer?
I'm sure there is. Yeah.
Is it no longer a greyhound?
Maybe it's an Italian grain. No, I don't know. Italian. I don't. Who knows?
What's the greyhound when you salt the glass? Is that a?
Wait, that sounds good, actually.
Oh, dude, they're fantastic. Like if I'm at a bar, maybe every third greyhound I have, I might have them salt the rim. Oh,
I've never even heard of a greyhound, to be honest.
that's what it is. It's a very old drink, man. I mean,
Yeah.
if you go to a bar and the bartender don't know what a greyhound is, you're like,
You don't want to be getting at that. You don't want to be at that bar.
just please leave.
Like, I'll take the check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of bars these days don't have grapefruit juice, so I generally start by ask. This is the big clue, because I'll walk in and I'll, hey, do you have grapefruit juice? Yeah, we have it. Cool. Let me have a greyhound. What is that? I'm done, son. Done. Done. Just gave you one of the two ingredients, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I lead by asking you, do you have grapefruit juice? And you say yes. You know what I'm saying. And then I greyhound, and you're like, what is that?
Wrong answer.
Crown and Coke, baby. You know what I'm saying? Crown and Coke. Yeah, just
One of these bartenders will say yeah, and then they'll go on their phone and like, oh, all right.
well, that's fine. There's plenty of, there's so many different drinks out there. That happens a lot. Plus you can get a bartender that might have been bartending for 15, 20 years, but he's been at this XYZ bar for so long, and they only get asked for rum and cokes, or
Long Island.
long by the time you walk in there and you're like, yeah, give me a Harry Met Sally or some crap like that. They're like, what the hell is that? So I'm fine with that. So what are you guys drinking, my friends? What do you have?
Let's go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Anderson Valley. What is it? Winter solstice.
How is that?
Finishing up the 6-pack. It's pretty good. It's a nice winter warmer. Is it 6%? No, it's 8%. No, 6.9%. So it's kind of the standard winter warmer. It's got some, winter type spices, cinnamon and nutmeg and everything. I'm almost done with it, but it's a
nice color.
Like a copper color. Yeah.
Love that color.
Nice color.
And it's pretty typical, nothing super special, but
no,
just
it's got some nice malt. It's almost like a Marzen. It's kind of good malty backbone with some spice added. With winter spices, so cloves and cinnamon and nutmeg.
And that's a good description too, Mark, because they basically are kind of Marzens, aren't they?
Yeah, I think this one is. I mean, it looks like it. It's got the same kind of body. Yeah, and it's 7%, so it might be a little stronger, but it's right in the wheelhouse.
Okay, so yours is just a hair higher ABV than what I'm.
I'll just check in. I've already checked into it. I think last week.
Base listing right here. So you got 98,000 total ratings on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, 864 in the last 30 days. You said 7% ABV, 5 IBUs.
Yeah, that's like a Marzen.
Yeah, I mean this thing is all malt. 3.64 bottle caps. So, and a good description there because caramelized, malty, and spicy aromas. What is that? Redolent of cinnamon, allspice, black currant, black licorice. So pleasantly creamy with a silky body, caramel flavor, hints of seasonal spices, and a clean malty finish.
Yep. I gave it 3 3/4. Yeah.
Just one of those,
It started me off. It depends if I want to go big or not tonight. We'll see.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, it's definitely winter for us here. Kind of cool and rainy. So.
Hey, we had some rain like 2 nights ago.
Was it enough to wet the sidewalk or what?
It wet the sidewalk and everything was dry by the time I woke up, but I heard it rain.
Were you scared?
Even if you're not scared of the rain, because I have not been I have not been in Arizona that long. But even if you're not scared of the rain, you should be scared because there's plenty of people out there that are, and they're on the highway with you, my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah, when you get just a little tiny bit of rain, if it hasn't rained in a while, that's just enough to turn all that stuff on the street into just ice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain to you people. I'm going to explain to you people that don't know about our area. Okay. In me and Earth's part of the planet. Okay. Like a 1/4 inch of rain is equivalent to about 5 feet of snow in your area. Okay. Well, just forget about it. They just don't know how to drive. They will slip and slide everywhere. It's insane, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Rain don't even have to be falling out of the sky. Like I said, it could have rained last night, and all you did was wake up, and the ground on the edges was wet. And I swear to God, people will find a way to collide their vehicles. They just do. That's how it works.
There's some truth to that.
There's.
You get
more
Yeah. Where you know what? As a matter of fact, I'll even go better than that. 1/4 inch, screw that. That's a lot. It could be like barely measurable amounts of rain. Like the weather guy in your area could go, you know what? We had like a 1/16 of an inch of rain. It was barely. There was 5 drops in the darn container, right? And yeah, people will find a way to wreck. Wait, did Alabama just score? What happened here? Something happened.
What happens when it rains in the morning? Like the schools put the time off for like an hour.
Yeah.
How, around here they'll
because it rained last night. Yeah.
If it snows have school start a little later.
So anybody that doesn't know, the SEC championship game is on right now. It's the fourth quarter. There's 8:50 left as far as the one I'm watching right now.
Yep.
Alabama's down by, what are we looking at? A touchdown here?
They got the ball, and they're...
Until this game's over, we're going to have Alabama updates here because this is big news right now, man. So for those of you that don't even know what college football is, you know, get used to it, man, because at least for the beginnings of this show, we're going to be talking about it because this is a big game here, man. This is crazy. There is, I mean, Alabama has been so dominant. In any case, what are you drinking, Tom?
I am drinking 2017 Sticky Monkey.
Oh, Sticky Monkey! You gotta love that.
That's a great name.
That is a.
Was it sticky?
Oh, it's sticky.
By yourself.
Sticky, baby. Gotta go low.
You gotta go low when you talk. I don't know. You could go high too when you're talking about sticky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're pretty much, yeah. You know, the point is made at that point, right?
Already sticky.
That's pretty much why there's a Sticky Monkey right there. As a matter of fact, yeah, you could even, you know, get that out, you know, between. So what are you getting out of that beer there, Tom?
Oh, man. It's better than it was when I first got it. I'm getting a lot of caramel, toffee, getting the barrel in the back end, a lot of dark fruits, cherry. It's actually it's very good.
Is it a Russian Imperial Stout, or what stout are they?
It's a Central Coast Quad, aged in bourbon barrels.
Oh, okay, so quad, huh?
It's very delicious. I don't even know how strong it is. It goes down so easy.
I'll show the Untapped right now. It's a big boy, man.
Colorado Session.
Goes down 9%.
There's a reason why Tom's drinking this beer and everyone else isn't. You've got 72, and this is 2018's beer right here, man. 7,200 ratings on here. You got 617 in the last 30 days. We were talking in the pre-show about cult beers. Hello, 617 in the last 30 days kind of qualifies, right? This one's in there. You got 11.4% ABV.
It's actually a little. 2017 is 12.5.
Oh, you got 17.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
all
sorry.
right. It's either or. It doesn't really matter.
I'm showing that. Okay, 31 IBUs. Is that close to what you're showing?
Oh, it doesn't even say. Oh, it actually does say that. It says 26.
Okay.
That's why I like these bottles. They actually tell you everything on the bottle.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
They tell you the original gravity and everything.
The rating is still got to be close. 4.37, man. And now on here they classify it as a strong ale.
Okay.
But even in the description, it says Sticky Monkey trailblazes its own category as a Central Coast Quad. So there you go. The name Sticky Monkey is a nod to Central Coast native Sticky Monkey flower, as well as a shout out to the Belgian monks who pioneered the quad style. And you know, monks are in a lot of isolation. There's a lot of stuff that happens there, and we won't get into all of that. Family show.
What happens in the monastery stays in the monastery.
What happens there stays there, I hope. Yeah. So, in between beers here, we've got Farm Boy in the chat. We got Nick Hill in the chat. Craig's in there. Junk Punk. Dude, what a name. That is awesome. Junk Punk. I'm changing my name. That one's awesome. Junk Punk. Gotta love a name that rhymes like that. Junk Punk. Like that. Just goes together. That's well thought out, man. Golf clap to that to that handle right there. I like it. Havana's in the chat, and do we have anybody else? That's it right now. That's pretty much everybody. So, wanted to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Earth, what are you having, brother?
I'm doing the Barley Forge, the Patsy.
Ooh, very nice.
Coconut rice stout.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds good.
Mm. That does sound good.
Yeah, that sounds
Coconut rye.
What
There
do
are a lot of coconut stouts coming out now.
Is that a pretty dry stout? What are you getting?
It does finish semi-dry, but yeah, it's all coconut. Even more so than the Death by Coconut you're familiar with.
Really?
Yeah. This one, in my opinion, this one blows that one away.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is not a bum beer right here, man. This beer is not for bum.
My personal
watch
opinion.
the slurs
anyway.
there.
If I remember right, bum no coconut.
For the most part, I can handle it in the beer.
Okay. So as long as it's in the beer, yeah, I'm kind of that way with mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as it's on the pizza cooked, good.
Yeah.
You know, mushrooms on salad, no.
So where's Barley Forge? Are they California?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is our West Coast Tom beer right here. We've
Yeah.
21,000 ratings, 293 in the last 30 days, 6.6% ABV, 37 IBU, 4.02.
That gets a
Barely
pretty
made it.
for its ABV. Like you would think. Oh, I'll shut up.
We'll show some of the photos. Oh, I love how they like the artwork.
There you go.
You gotta love the way he.
Yeah, they're creative with it.
Yeah.
That's good. Look at the lacing on that, though, man. Look at that. I mean, that's a plastic cup, but still. I mean, look at this. I mean, is it kind of a like a medium to heavy bodied stout? What is that? It's not a thin one.
Yeah, I'd put it in the medium category, maybe on the higher side of medium.
Oh man, was that served in the brewery? Look at that! Look at that pasta, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even right.
He looks captivated pasta.
That's not even right. It's just not. Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
that's kind of beer abuse, isn't it? To have it in a mug that frosty, like, isn't that kind of, you know? Okay, that leads to a quick question before the malt liquor report. Do any of you guys, when in a bar and the bartender offers a frosty mug, do you ever tell them, you know what, man, I'll take one of those other pint glasses if you don't mind?
And I'll take an A&W. Awesome.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Does any? I have done that. I don't do it all the time, but I have done that. Does anybody else do that? I mean, I don't like my beer iced. You know what I'm saying?
Most of the places that I've been to where they offer something like that, the beer that I'm going to have put in it is not that great to begin with.
So,
yeah, it doesn't bother
It serves a purpose.
The regular full time. Yeah. Don't ask me to put my Bourbon County Stout in a frosted mug.
Yeah. If it's a place that has something like that, they're going to know better than to offer.
Yeah, that's good.
Frosted mug.
Yeah, point made. That's a good point. Yeah, if it's a good quality beer and you're still trying to put it in a frosted mug, then get out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a beer crime, right? Salute. Another successful vodka and grapefruit juice.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yes, and whatever sometimes you can go pinky out on a cocktail. We're keeping that kickstand in now, baby. Yeah.
You're halfway there, though. It's pink, so I mean, you're halfway there.
Yeah.
Point made. Touche. Look at you. I'll give it a double tap to that one. And out. Kick down is out now, baby. Doing. There we go, man. Nice. All right. So we're on commercials right now at the ball game. We've got a lot of stuff that happened since the last show. We got, okay, real quick, guys. Anybody got any opinions on that Dallas ass kicking that was dished out to the Saints?
My coworker didn't like that too much, so I kind of laughed a bit.
Oh, my hate of the Saints goes back to when the Rams and the Saints were in the same division before all the alignment there. So, yeah, I was, and then the Saints just beat us. That's why we have the one loss, the Rams. So, I was thrilled that Dallas beat them at the same time. I love to hate Dallas, and so it really disappointed me that they did.
Evening, gents.
Hey, how's it going, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, Andrew.
What's going on, Andrew?
Just got in the door from work. Had to drive through shit nobody wants.
Oh, were you now? See, listen.
Except this guy.
Listen, you should be, if you think you got it bad, you should try driving through rain that's like 1/8 of an inch high. Come on, please. I think you got it.
Joe got it hot over there.
Yeah.
I think we beat you in rain, Joe. We got a pretty good amount.
Oh, did you? Yeah. No. See, like 1/8 of an inch. Please. I mean, all right. We're freezing out here, man. We're like below 70 degrees now, man. Break.
I laugh at you, Joe.
Our high.
Everybody's wearing the polar bear jackets.
Yeah, come on, man. You should see me. Hey, the wardrobe now, since it's officially below 70, at least today it was. It's going to climb above 70 later, but right now,
busting out the jeans, are we?
No. They're busting out the parkas with the fur lining and all that.
Oh shit!
Oh, geez.
And the beanie and all of that with the shorts.
Yep.
That's
The
how
fake fur hoodies are popping out.
Yeah. Scarves, the whole nine, and then shorts, bro. Because that's
They got their boots on.
yeah, no. It's cold because there's socks being worn with Birkenstocks and stuff. So come on.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get a can of suds.
Okay. Yeah, you got to give us some credit here, man. It's freezing here. So people have socks on at least. Come on. Got to have socks with the sandals, please.
I always think of that because, like, I'll be driving 45 degrees with the window open, and I'm like, dude, Joe's in Arizona, and it's 65 degrees out there. They're going crazy.
Yeah, it's so cold.
Yeah.
Hey, Earth, is it like that in your area? Literally, 70 degrees is the marker. People talk about it here. It's a real thing. I'm not. I joke about it, but it's. You come.
Oh, it's definitely truth. I mean, I see them wearing jackets when it's 80, 85, and hoodies when it's 95 still. So I don't know.
It's just when you're in a warm environment. And I have to admit, now I'm not one of them that will wear a jacket, but I have to admit, it's warm so long that when it does hit like in the 40s, because in the morning it is like 45 maybe for about a half hour. So you are kind of like, man, that's kind of fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, shake that off a little bit. So
It is a big swing for you guys, though.
yeah,
Pretty big swing.
Furious IPA from Surly.
oh, right on. Let me look that up real quick.
Some good stuff.
And we got no foam.
No foam.
But I have an official Surly glass to pour.
Look at you, man. Let me check that out a little better. Oh, sorry.
He's all legit today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. That kick stands out a little bit there. He's kind of teasing us with it.
Letting the people know.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah.
Saved it.
You got one of there, baby. Yeah,
Got about Right off the just about a finger and a half.
Swallow it. Swallow it. You know, yeah,
I
baby.
did.
You look at me. Look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes.
Oh, that's good. It's good. 100 IBUs.
It's a shame they've been keeping that for a minute.
Yeah.
At least I think that's what it is.
So yeah, no, you're right, man. Let me show the Untapped real quick.
Wow.
You've got
I've had this before.
he's not messing around today, man. Look at him, man. Andrew's all grown up. You got
This is from last paycheck.
260. This is practically 267,000 ratings on here. 1,400 in the last 30 days. 6.6% ABV. 100 IBUs. None of you guys is doing that. Look at that. That's for the big boy. 3.92. Look at you, the Midwest Tom.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at. Oh, I'm not going to go into all that description, but I'll give the first little bit. Like hops, you'll like this fire-hued beer. This is the beer I have always dreamed of making. There you go. Boom. Hey, that almost looks like Andrew right there. Look at that.
It's got like a. It's not really foggy, but it's not like crystal clear, but still has a nice golden color to it.
Yeah. It looks like it's got a good malt body. What do you say?
It does big time.
Yeah.
Malt and hops. I mean, they're up front, like right next to one another.
Now, what would the malt liquor community say about a beer that has that much of a malt backbone to it? What would Billy?
I don't think malt liquor has any kind of backbone.
Billy D disagrees, I think.
Billy D would beg to differ. Look at that backbone right there.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think Billy D's.
Yeah, but Billy D's made out of PVC plastic.
Oh man, he put down Billy D, man.
Easy, Andrew. He fires
Andrew.
back.
He's pure ceramic.
Oh, he's ceramic. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a ceramic bobblehead.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you? Please. It's the real deal.
Well, that's right. I also got to remember Billy D's vintage.
That's right.
It's like from the 1970s or so. At least that's when I remember seeing the Colt 45 ads on TV when I was a kid.
But oh no, yeah.
I almost got burned to the stake when I
got a tie ball game here, kid.
Yeah, we do.
We got a 28-28 ball game right here. We got 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. Alabama's got the ball, and Hurts is in at quarterback.
Yeah. I think he's going to hurt Georgia here pretty soon.
Yeah, because Tua has been limping around quite a bit, and I don't think they want to risk him getting hurt.
Yeah.
This is
the malt liquor community's big football fans, right, Tom?
Oh yeah, especially college.
Yeah, especially in out. Hello, this game is happening in some serious malt liquor areas right now. Yeah,
I wonder if the malt liquor community would be celebrating if Cleveland Browns ever got into the Super Bowl and won.
So what does Billy D have for us today, man?
Well, you know what, Joe? While you want to watch the game, if you want to watch the game, I can kill the time by describing what I am having here.
Oh yeah,
yes,
yeah. And then when the game's over, we can go into the full report. What I am having does fall under the malt liquor category. It's every 6 months. It's time for my semi-annual Sammy Klaus. Sammy Klaus malt liquor. I am thrilled to report that I finally have
real
found
malt liquor.
2016 Sammy Klaus Classic.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Sammy Klaus is about 3 years behind the times in Pittsburgh now.
Mm-hmm.
He used to turn up every year on time. In the last 3 years, nothing but 2015 he's shown up. I just found the 2016 this year.
Oh, jeez.
So it's slightly. Hey, that is our aged malt liquor.
Yeah, and once again,
he's gonna. Oh, he scores!
Yeah.
Down hurts, man. Look at that.
Uh,
There's a minute 4 left in this game. Holy crap! What a ball game.
Oh, Bum! After you're done with the malt liquor report, I got a little report for beer news here in St. Paul. By the way,
Who was it? Oklahoma? Oklahoma whooped up on somebody, right?
actually, yeah.
Texas. Yeah, that was. Wow, there has just been some amazing football games here.
Yeah. So is that like a 3-ounce glass, Bum?
Looks like a
4 ounce.
4 ounce. Okay.
Yeah, I've shown this before on here. This little ceramic mug is about 20 years old.
wow.
Yeah, you showed it.
I like the printing on it.
Yeah, actually, the brewery listed on there that used to make Sammy Klaus, Hurleyman Brewery, is no longer in existence.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're
who makes it
from
now?
Switzerland. That's the original brewer, Hurleyman.
Okay.
The beer is now brewed by Eggenberg in Austria.
Okay.
They purchased the recipe around 2000 or so, a couple years after the Hurleyman Brewery went under. So Sammy Klaus has continued since 2000, but I've been buying this every year since 1986. And the last couple years, it's been increasingly harder and harder to find the current version of it. Yeah. And I don't know if it's because it hasn't been selling or what. I mean, it doesn't matter. When it turns up, it still tastes good. This beer is very
that beer can sit around for 10 years and still taste good.
Yeah. But like I said, since 2015, I have found nothing in the stores every year except the 2015. So needless to say, I was thrilled to death to find the 2016 a week ago.
So basically, that little 4-ounce mug you got is quite the collector's item then.
Yeah, I did do a search on eBay. Somebody had one on there, say the same exact thing, and I don't even think the bidding went up to like $10 on it. So it's more of a curio than
$5 or $6.
Yeah, it's like here in the Midwest, Grain Belt, when I think they were brewed by Heileman.
Yes, they were.
When they went belly up, Pig's Eye Brewing took over. And then when they closed down, Shell's Brewing bought the recipe. And they've been brewing it ever since.
Yeah.
They've been brewing it ever since.
Yeah. But I do have to tell anybody, if you ever see Sammy Klaus, you must try it at least once. This is one of my favorite beers and one of the most complex beers out there.
Yeah, it is. It is very good.
You have dark fruit, you got brown sugar, you got all kinds of you got maple, you got toffee. And actually I just made that description up.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I was gonna say this guy just described it perfectly.
Yeah.
Actually, I think my bullshit words that I just used are pretty true.
And I just killed my Furious, and I still got lacing on the glass.
Nice.
But no, I recommend anybody who can find Sammy Klaus, you have to try it at least once, and it is one of my favorite beers of all time.
It's a good one.
I think we got the 2015 here.
Yeah. I think we have. I saw the 2016 in our liquor store here a couple weeks ago. So
and if you recall, Mark, when I was at Mindful with you, that's where I got the Schwartz version, which I saw for the first time ever at Mindful.
Yeah, which I had. When did I have that? Back in September, I think, wasn't it? September.
I believe so. Yeah.
That was a good beer. Very, very good.
But the best part of Sammy Klaus, I will remind everybody once again: look at the label. Malt liquor.
Yep.
Yeah. The only malt liquor.
The only malt liquor.
So the commissioner can't bust your chops about this report then.
Oh, I don't know. He can't. Although I'm not drinking it directly out of the bottle.
That and it's not a 40 ounce.
Yeah.
But I think that would taste really good out of a 40 ounce bottle, though.
If you drank this beer out of a 40-ounce bottle, you would be passed out instantly. 14%.
Yeah.
That is a pinky in beer.
Yeah.
That's 14%.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
All Sammy Klaus is 14%.
Let's see him do
Yeah,
Edward.
your social life would be done for about 2 days.
With that. Yeah.
What's that, Mark?
Let's see him do Edward 40 hands with that.
Yeah, yeah.
If I had that in 40 ounce, I think I'd be able to do 2 bottles.
But I just cannot get over how good this tastes.
Yeah, no, it's a very good beer. The perfect holiday beer too.
Yeah.
My area.
What's the style on it?
It's, you know, for years, I just thought it was a barley wine. It's always tasted like a barley wine to me, but I think realistically it's listed as a Doppelbock.
Yeah. Oh, I think it is a Doppelbock, yeah.
But if for anybody who's ever had an old ale, that's what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's kind of that same.
Yeah.
Yeah, those kind of old ale, high gravity Doppelbock, they all kind of they run together a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, old ales though ain't typically that high ABV.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they push what 10-12%. A lot of old ales.
Yeah.
Well, you know the true if they're true German alt beers, then they don't. Not really. I don't think. Do they? I mean, it's splitting hairs. I mean, you know, yeah. I'm sure some do, but
like the Bell's
28.
Consecrator Doppelbock, that's over 10%, right?
Yeah, that's like 10.5%. Yeah,
Utopia is actually pretty awesome.
It's got other stuff too, like brandy barrels and stuff, but
it's not worth the price.
I digress.
It's 4th and 2. 39 seconds left. Georgia's got the ball. They absolutely have to get this.
Yeah, they got to score. That's it. You got the first down, and they didn't get out. Oh,
they got to hurry up and down this ball, but at least they got the first, so they got a shot still. They got time for 2 plays if they hurry up with this.
Yeah.
And I'll just kill this time with one more comment here, just to fill time. I drank that Schlitz Bull Ice last week.
Mm-hmm.
You guys notice when I drink those malt liquors, later on I just disappear with no warning. Yeah, that happened last week. All of a sudden I've entered a different universe. It just propels me to a different galaxy.
The galaxy of the MLDCs.
Yeah.
One with the black hole in it, huh?
Yeah. The black hole from which there is no return.
Talk about
unless you go to bed. So I drank that, and the next thing you know, my alarm clock was going off, and it was time for work again.
Yeah.
It was like his own little Scrooge thing. He's like, wait, was it a dream?
You gotta love it.
You got iced.
Yeah.
We've got Alabama just sacked the Georgia quarterback. It's 3rd and 7. You got 18 seconds left.
Where's the ball?
Georgia still got 1 timeout left.
45. So yeah.
On their side?
This is
no, they're in Alabama territory, but they got 45 yards to go.
Field goal ain't gonna do them any good. They need a touchdown.
No, they need a score.
So they need a touchdown. I'm gonna pour me some more Russian vodka. I don't think this is Russian though. Absolute Russian.
That's American, I think.
Yeah.
Swedish.
Is it Swedish?
Yeah,
from Milwaukee or something.
It probably is. Yeah. It's probably exactly. It's probably from Minnesota.
G. Hammond.
There's probably some ex-Swede there. He's like the 4th generation Swede there. You know what I'm saying? And
could be made. It could be made by a Swede. It could be made by a Norski, a German.
Oh, they went for it.
Polak. You never know.
9 seconds left, boys. This is it. It's 4-7.
Like the IKEA absolute of
there we go. Kickstand. Look at that. Bing! Look at that. Nice.
Oh, if it would have let him a little further.
Yeah. Another yard.
You can believe.
And it is Saturday. Oh, it's bath night for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is Saturday night, so it's bath night for a lot of folks.
Oh, speaking of, I talked to Paul. He's having a little holiday party at his house right there. Am I going to see a drunk text from you? He said maybe.
Ooh, they got a first down. Okay, they got a first down. They used their last timeout. 3 seconds left. Field goal is no good. This is absolutely the last play of the game.
Well, if Georgia loses, malt liquor sales in Georgia are going to go up tonight. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a plus to the malt liquor industry.
Either way, you know what?
In Alabama, it goes up whether they win or lose.
Yeah. Win or lose, the malt liquor sales are going up either way.
Win or lose, malt liquor wins. Yeah.
Malt liquor is the true winner here.
Yeah.
Malt liquor and macro brew is just in general the winner.
Bud Light and malt liquor.
Yeah.
On the college campuses.
Because Budweiser does have a big plant there in Alabama, if I remember right.
No, they have one in Cartersville, Georgia.
Georgia, okay.
Big plant up there, yeah. They pump out a lot of Bud Light up there.
Yes, that is the Bud Light. Yeah, it shouldn't be the Budweiser plant anymore. It should be the Bud Light plant.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's the local Bubba beer. Bubba's drink Bud Light.
Yeah. Yeah. Bubba's drink a lot of Bud Light. Yep, absolutely. Because they're dieting now.
Sure.
Bubba's trying to watch his figure. And Bubba's, we can't just assume Bubba's are all male. There's some Bubba's now that are female. There's plenty of Bubba's that.
Well, I think that's
game over.
Nope.
Oh.
Then you can't forget about the Bubette Rednecks.
That's it. Boom! Game's over. Alabama is still undefeated. Wow.
With that quarterback out, right?
Hey, they covered the spread though. It was a 14 points, so they only lost by 7. So you're good.
You said spread.
Cover the spread.
Yeah, spread.
Like Beavis and Butthead.
Fire.
Wow, and a long conversation between coaches there midfield. Wow.
Yeah.
That'll be talked about a lot as well. That's what a rivalry, man, these teams have, man. I mean, Georgia's got the last few years, right? Like Mark was saying in the pre-show, man, this is Georgia. This is Georgia's pro team. Forget about the Falcons. What? I know that's their stadium they're playing in, but that might as well have been the Bulldog Stadium right now.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Like a 10-second delay on TV.
Alabama have real quick. We're going to get right back to the malt liquor report, but Alabama, Saban is a college football genius. To me, we are watching the best college football coach in history right now. To use two talented and to keep two talented quarterbacks and to use them both in most games effectively like that, and to keep them both focused, and it keeps that other team so off balance. He can pull that what's his name? Tail.
Whatever.
Yeah, he can pull that. Is he Samoan or Hawaiian or whatever? He can pull that starter out. Tua. He can pull him out and put Hurts right in there, man. And Hurts plays. Hurts can run more effectively. He can and he still has that arm. And wow, to me, it's a treat to watch these teams. You've got Saban. You've got Belichick, Brady. It's a treat to watch these guys. To me, we're watching. If you love football as much as I do, it is. I love it, man. I don't ever get tired of it. You have to watch greatness, and
this is the pinnacle of college football. It's equivalent to watching share beer. It's the pinnacle of craft beer.
Exactly.
Thank you. Boom. You're absolutely right.
I don't want to brag.
Don't want to brag, but we've been, people come on the show all the time. Oh, man, you guys are still here. This is awesome. You guys are, this is right. What does Billy D say about it, man?
Billy D says, "Fuck you, Joe D."
That's what we like.
That's where we're going.
That's exactly what we like. That's fuel for our fire over here, man. That's what we like to hear.
There's nothing better than a good fuck you.
Exactly.
Or how about the classic cuss out lines that you isolated, Joe?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
you haven't played them in a while.
No, it's been a while, but we got to continue on here. We got to march on.
We got some new potential ones coming up here.
Yeah, we stalled the Malt Liquor Report a little bit here this week because of the live, and we've actually got another live event happening later. We've got a pay-per-view fight that stands to be pretty damn good tonight. We'll get into that after the Malt Liquor Report. What do we got here, man?
Well, you mentioned Georgia, and once again, what a perfect transition you offer into the Malt Liquor Report. As we all know, we have several well-known people from Georgia who participate in YouTube.
Yes.
One of which is here, and another of which is one of the MLDC's arch enemies, Ms. Gumby 02.
Oh,
otherwise known as Gumby Man.
Yeah.
Anybody who's watched Ms. Gumby will know why they call her Gumby Man. But anyway, we're going to lead off with some good hate from Havana, who just posted this, I believe, yesterday. This is late breaking hate. So, yeah. So, Joe, if you want to go to Havana's channel, his newest spelling for his channel is all caps HAVANNA.
Lootbag Larry's in the house.
Oh, perfect timing. Welcome, Mr. Lootbag Larry. The greatest malt liquor artist, AV artist there is out there.
Oh, I tell you what, his name. I
just clicked over the chat, see who was over there.
I'm gonna have to go off handle here because you try to pull up Havana on YouTube.
Joe, if you want, I can directly post the.
I've got him.
You got him?
Yeah, I just had to go off of it because trying to search Havana in it, you'll get drowned.
Yeah. So if you find his channel, you want his. I think it might be his newest video. There may be one other one, but you want the one called Verbal Assault.
Oh. Okay, so that must.
In parentheses, LG at Havana YouTube.
Let me see if I'm looking at the right one. I recognize it, but it might not be the right one.
You know what? That might be one of his other channels. I will copy and paste the link in the group chat.
Okay.
Which I'm going to do right now.
Yeah,
in the group chat.
I went off of his handle that he's in the chat right now.
He might have two channels going.
As we know,
off
of his handle that he's in the chat right now.
He might have two channels.
We here are very bad. Here we go. Okay, let me close this window. Man, I've got. We hear
like Mark over
here. Here we go.
No,
okay.
Actually, no, that.
We hear
like Mark over
here we go.
No,
okay.
No, we're in a loop here. Yep.
Are we good?
That just pulled up the same. It pulled up the Sherbeer show. That link.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a Sherbert link.
That's awesome.
Because I copied the link from from that actual video. That's weird.
Yeah, because like I say, I can go in the chat and click on however he's signed in right now. It'll show that channel, and that's the one I showed.
Okay, I'll try it again. We'll see if something different comes up here. Okay, that one's different. Try that one.
All right. Okay, yeah, here we go. We're in fitness.
Good God.
Yeah, somehow that was.
Yeah, there he is.
Somehow that was producing the Share Beer Show. We could reshare the Share Beer Show if just in case someone's watching this, not watching it all the way. Maybe they're not paying attention. They should watch. It's actually a decent show.
The mental illness.
So here we go.
Oh, Havana's must be under 21 then.
Oh yeah, he just turned 17.
Oh, okay.
I believe go to about 3 minutes 30 seconds, if I recall.
All right, I'll go to 321.
Because all you do is connect IRS tax.
Yeah, he's imitating the false UK chairman Machiavelli.
Walk up
I have to comment real quick on all the Dodger blue he's wearing. I love that. Okay. Go Dodgers. Okay. And he's also wearing Billy D blue. So he did also a little tribute to the show, a little nod to the show. So he's giving lots of respect here to the show.
Jesus.
Fuck you, Joe D2. You Arizona pieces. Arizona seal.
Oh, fuck.
I'm having to get that.
Joe, no offense to the kid, but I could snap him in two.
Okay, you're missing out on the hate. You got to rewind a little, Joe.
Yeah, now we got to rewind.
That's you. Fuck you, Joe D2. You Arizona pieces. Arizona seal. I'm having to get that. Oh, yeah.
It almost sounds like he's trying to mock the chairman.
Good God.
It does sound like a little mocking of the chairman.
Or as I call him, the commissioner.
Still D2. You Arizona pieces. Arizona seal. I'm having to get that. Oh, yeah. Fuck that cunt Mark, too. He's in Georgia, too. Good God. And who's the other cunt? From Boston. Thomas.
Oh, Tom, you got caught.
Moses Monroe and fuck you, 6-year-old. You fucking faggot. You flag. James Montana 29. Never forget when James Montana 29 destroyed both.
And that's it for the Share Beer hate from Havana.
Okay. That wasn't too bad. You know, yeah, I kind of agree with Andrew. I think that's more of a chairman mocking right there.
Yeah. Well, where he says Arizona's a shithole, I suppose so. But maybe Havana actually does think that.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what do we give that on a rant sort of scale here? On a 1 to 5, what do you think there, Tom? What do you...
I couldn't really take him serious.
Yeah, it's is it really believable? What do you think there is? It kind of fairy tale.
If it was out of 5, I'd give him a 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
2 out of 5.
Yeah. What do you think, Mark?
I was going to say 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. What do you got there, Earth?
I didn't see the scale measuring at all.
That's that.
I'll agree with Earth on that too. By the way,
hey, what do you think, Andrew?
I agree. I agree with Earth. Scale didn't even move.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it's like
I couldn't take him serious enough. On a couple facts of number one, the kid is under the age of 21, and he can't even drink a beer.
Well, I ain't gonna fault him for his age. he's giving it a shot. You know.
Yeah, he cannot help it when his parents decided to have sex and have him.
Yeah, I'm not going to fault him for that, because we actually have a 6'8" guy that always has water. So
I do.
It's not my fault that my employer chooses to pay me so little.
Okay, well,
Haven't signed in that craft beer clause yet.
yeah. I'm not going to fault him for that. We'll see what happens in a few years but he does, join in the show, and so
Still got lacing on the glass yet. It's just about faded out. Just about dried up.
yeah, I'd have to agree. I'm going to give him like a 1.75. It wasn't really his best effort, but he's giving it a shot. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give him a little bit for the effort.
It does seem like he's trying to make a mockery of the chairman, because he always he never wears anything over his face.
That's true.
So
Good
it kind of
point.
seems like he's trying to when he said you to Joe D in the beginning, it almost seems like when he says Arizona's a shithole.
Yeah.
That's like the chairman always calls Florida a shithole.
Yeah.
A bunch of places a shithole.
I'll give him a full point more. Now, as a rant on us, 1.75. I'll give him a 2.75 as a mocking of the chairman, though.
No, if he were to really mock the chairman, he'd have to be wearing the Adidas attire.
Not Adidas, Andrew. Adidas.
Adidas? Okay. It's just like Camaro or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Screw Nike, only Adidas.
So what else does Billy D have for us, man?
Well, we got more hate. And speaking of the chairman, we got more chairman hate.
Spreading that love hate.
Yeah. And I gave you guys a sneak preview this last week. The chairman now is featuring his new Corvette in his videos. He purchased the Corvette this past week.
What color is the vet?
You'll see in the video. And as he said, stay there at the dealer and wait. Hold out until they meet your price. Hold out until they threaten to call the police.
That's a good way to go.
Yeah. So he did numerous videos with the new Corvette this week. But what we want is his original channel, Steel Worldwide. And the video is from the 28th. 3 days ago, called Chug a 40 Ounce. I love it. Second video in there, Joe. Okay. That's the one.
Hey, it's the wrong color. It's not money
One
green.
is white. Okay.
There's the new Corvette.
Okay, what from first glance, any critiques, any comments on the new Corvette?
Well, all I know, it's a 2005. I believe he said it's an 05.
Okay, an 05 Corvette.
Yeah.
What do we have for value on
It's been. Well, I mean,
I'll still say it's probably maybe 05.
Anybody want to?
I would gauge it's probably worth about maybe $30,000.
That's probably a $16,000 car, $17,000 car.
Yeah, but the problem is cars drop their value like a rock.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we've got 2000 shoot. Do we guess it's automatic 6-speed? Yeah, probably. Convertible? No, it's not a convertible, is it? It was a hardtop, wasn't it? Two-door.
Let's put a random zip code.
Yeah, we'll go. Anybody throw me a zip code here.
55106.
55106. So we got. Okay, what do we got here for options? Let's just give this.
Deck them out.
Yeah, let's do that.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. We'll go clean retail. We'll go full
$13,000.
It's not even $15,000. And brand new when it was probably sold, it was probably about a $50,000 car.
So what's he saying what did he say what he paid for this Corvette?
No, of course not.
Mm-hmm. So do you think there's 14 G's sitting there underneath that Colt 45?
I don't know. That money pile did not reduce any.
No, it didn't.
That would be a red flag anyway.
Yeah.
And there's never a front license plates on these vehicles. Is that a mandatory?
No, that's in Pennsylvania. That's not mandatory.
Yeah.
So
Florida's another state where you only have the rear plate.
for a 2005, it's pretty damn clean. I have to give him that.
He must have looked far and wide for that one. He had to go down south to get it.
Yeah, I have to give him that. So where are we going here, Bum?
I want the hate. Bring the hate.
Let's get to the hate.
You want to go to the very, very end of the video. Like, how long's that video? Like 10:40? You need to go to like 10:30.
Okay, wow.
The last 10 seconds of the
Yeah,
video.
right at the very end of the video.
Yeah, so we're not getting much hate here, man. This is like, we'll go 10:25.
Yeah, that's fine.
Usually he likes to chew us out right away.
Shit door, fuck all homebrewers, fuck the craft beer cunts. Fuck you too, Joe D.
All
You
right.
fat piece of shit.
Oh, hey, we got a decent one in there, though.
Shit door, fuck all homebrewers, fuck the craft beer cunts. Fuck you too, Joe D. You fat piece of shit.
There was some energy went into that one. I like that. We were kind of an afterthought, though. I don't like that we followed Dwarf. I like when we come before Dwarf, and Dwarf is the afterthought. But there was some energy, some enthusiasm into that. I'll give him a 2 thumbs on that one. Let's hear that one again. Let's play that one again, Jake.
I think he may have had a Colt. He may have had more than one Colt 45
Fuck
too.
craft beer cunts. Fuck you too, Joe D.
Yeah,
You fat piece of shit.
yeah, yeah. It was short but sweet. I like it.
Yeah.
There we got a finger pointing in there. We got, he was reaching for the mask. He quits reaching and he just kind of, you know what? F you, man. You know?
Like they say, Joe, it's not how you begin, it's how you finish.
That's how you, that was the way we went out, so when he went to bed, he was still thinking about Share Beer, man. That was good. I don't mind that one. That one's, short but sweet. Okay. I give
Any more hate, Tom?
What's that, Mark?
Any more hate?
Well, I'll leave it up to you guys to vote. We're going to leave the last segment up to you guys to decide on what you want to see.
Who's your adventure?
We have a little bit more potential Joe D hate coming from 209J Jodes, or do you guys want to see Huffy 72 from England celebrating 1,000 subscribers?
Oh, please, that guy. We gotta see.
Huffy. Yeah, Huffy.
Okay.
Huffy.
We'll save 209J Jones for next week, where he mistakes Joe D for the country singer Joe D Messina.
Oh no!
How could you possibly do that?
I want Huffy D.
Yeah,
Proper malt liquor.
yeah. Huffy, what was his name again?
Huffy 72.
72.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because this cat. Oh my God! For anybody that hasn't seen this guy, oh,
this is what happens when a malt liquor drinker goes to Shakespearean theater class.
this kid. Now we have to have a warning on this one, kids. This is your brain on malt liquor, okay? This is what malt liquor can do to you. So, just a warning.
We do like the tobacco commercials.
This is your brain on drugs.
This is the old
the eggs in the cast
frying
irons.
pan. This is your brain on drugs thing right now. Yeah. But yeah, we have to 1,000 subscribers, right, Bum?
Yes.
Okay. Do we need to go to any point or just start at the beginning?
No, just start from the beginning.
Okay, kid.
This is I am Office on the 2 coming back at you live on YouTube yet again. Yes! Yeah! I'm back with a very, very special, important video. Check this out. Fucking hell, where is it?
This guy sounds like Ozman.
There it is. Can you see that? Can you see that? Happy 72, #1 provider of European malt liquor entertainment, the UK chairman, has reached 1,000 subscribers. Yeah! It's 1,000 subscribers spectacular. Yeah! Let's get shit faced. Yeah! Ooh. Epic cap toss, I think you'll agree. Oh, liquor.
He's the most enthusiastic member of the MLDC.
Yeah, he's definitely
Wow.
He almost looks like the UK version of the commissioner.
Never in my wildest dreams would I have reached this
He needs
feat.
to be a politician.
1,000 subscribers. Absolutely.
My condolences to the politicians he had to work with.
And it's like fucking brilliant, if you ask me, really. And but none of it's down to me. There's that small amount of it down to me and my great videos, because I am UK chairman and the #1 provider of market.
UK chairman!
In the whole of Europe. A lot of it's down to you. You watching there. Lots of you watching there. It's all I'm getting pretty emotional.
What the hell is he saying?
He's emotional.
You're getting emotional, Andrew.
Choking up.
A lot of it's down to you, folks. Watching my adventures around the world and just getting shit-faced for your viewing pleasure. And yeah, thanks a lot. I'll give you a round of applause. Put that down there. Well done, you. Well done, you. Nuff's cap to you all. Welcome. Thank you, sirs, ladies, gentlemen, aunts, uncles, pitiful uncles, grannies who are dead, dead parents, and only children watching there. Always grow up to be like this. Thank you lot for raising me to the top. Here's to $1 million, hey?
$1 million.
I've got £1 million, $1 million, but I'm gonna make $1 million. No, I don't need the money. I do it for shits and giggles. I do it for the malt liquor with the label out.
That's great.
Wow. 1,000.
He doesn't chug it down like the U.S. Commissioner.
He's got too much to say.
Getting shit faced. As you can see,
He's actually a little slower today. He's not quite as.
This one,
You can tell he's emotional.
This is the original one in 2011. The first one that set it all off. Sadly, we're at this now. We're at this.
The original still has liquid in it. Look at that.
Pictures on the label out. First one. Look at that.
That would have been Dorf foam on the bottom then.
Malt liquor. That's from 2011. He said that was the original. It's like Twinkies. Malt liquor is like Twinkies.
It'll last forever.
It lasts forever. There is
videos for
that bottle.
7 years? Wow.
And there's still liquid in it.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I forgot the name of the actor. Who's the cop in Die Hard? When Bruce Willis asked him over the radio, what the hell are Twinkies made out of? I think I found a 1,000-year one.
If we're judging from that one bottle, there's liquid in the bottom of all of these bottles. If you judge by the color.
40 was it? Because they got me into this thing.
You see what I'm saying? Look at that. The whole
that would all have been what remained of Dorf foam then when he finished.
That's right. And this malt liquor, he just proved to us malt liquor is Twinkie. What is that doing in your body when you put that in?
Craig says we don't talk like this. Just saying. Are you sure, Craig?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've seen Craig himself talk like that.
Stewart White, full staff. Shout out to Soils, first American collabo I ever did here on YouTube.
What would this guy do if he ever got to 8,000?
Shout out to Citizen Forbes, Greenfield Hits, was it the 69, Soldier Saya,
He'd be rupturing with ADHD.
to take pills.
40 ounce for you, of course. I'm getting so shit faced. And oh, look, it's numbing my brain. No,
He's really slowed down. I have to admit, man. He's malt liquor. I like the way he says that, though. He kind of
Big Phil, Mr. Blaze.
He makes it sound fancy.
Yeah.
Vet, yes, vet.
He
Almost, great guys.
he could go pinky out, man. He can do
They are my peers. You are my peers. What are you? What are you?
I'm waiting for the love of craft beer out here, man. Thank the Share Beer community for your fame, my friend.
And the maid.
They've got Travis B in there. Freaking 25. How you doing,
bro? That's fucking you, Charlie's bitch.
There you go.
Happening. Go fuck yourself, bitch.
And the eyes just start blinking faster. You notice that? They're like.
Can you imagine him on the bar stool?
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious.
Dude.
I think he would be a hoot to be with in a bar.
Oh,
I think he would. Could you imagine the bullshit that we could talk about with him?
I could just imagine sitting at a pub with this cat, and he starts talking, and you're both cut off because you're with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, it's like you want to talk to other people, and they're like, "No, we ain't going to talk to those guys."
No, you're cut off. Get out of here. And you're like, I haven't even had a beer yet. You know?
There's a party in my pants, and all you girls are invited. Yeah. The energy. Big bag.
Look at that. There's liquid in there. That's verified. He wiggled it.
Oh, that's 200 Jones for that prize. Thank you, sir.
Malt liquor is Twinkies.
Anyway,
it doesn't.
Started, yes, 1,000 subscribers.
Nothing happens to malt liquor. It is crazy.
Think I need to know this one, kids.
It never needs an expiration
I am going
date.
to perform for you. No, I'm not going to get where are we? Here we go. It's finally working. Well done, Wi-Fi. You're actually working. Bloody hell.
Oh, he's got nice tune. Have to give him that.
You're working.
Hey, he's drinking a 42-ounce malt liquor.
Yep.
Through the rest of them, he is the chairman.
No.
That's funny.
He drinks
Sing
each
along,
one of them.
kids.
That's 2 ounces more he's consuming.
Celebrate 1,000 subscribers. Right.
He's better at me. I'll give him that. He trumps me at what he does. I'll give him that.
1,000. Celebrate good times. Come on. I've got one day. Don't you sing this time? Here. Get cool. We're gonna have a good time tonight and get shit faced.
Craig, this is your brother.
Right. 1,000 subscribers. You haven't, because you're shit. It's time to come together. Drop your pants and fuck the bitches. Everyone around the world shit faced.
And I'll just let you know, Joe, it only goes downhill from here if you choose to continue to left.
Oh my God.
1K.
We're gonna leave it there.
Yeah, that's a good point to stop.
We're gonna leave it there. There's a whole. Just in case anybody else, there's still a whole, 6 more minutes actually.
Yeah, and it's
your pleasure.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get the idea.
Wow.
You get the basic gist of I think he's a little.
He gets the enthusiasm award. I think he definitely gets the enthusiasm award.
Yeah, I can talk for Lord knows hours. That guy,
Yeah.
He's kind of. I have to admit, I have to give it to someone when they can do that solo. By the
Now here's it. Is 72 really Craig?
yeah.
What's that, Mark?
I'm proposing. Is Craig Huffy 72 on vice versa?
Oh, is he?
I think there is something to it.
Nah, totally different build.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know, but we don't know for sure because Craig jumps on. He could be Clark Kent.
Yeah.
You know, this guy is masked. We don't know for sure.
Gotta get Craig your phone from cat here.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a full cap. Hell no, is probably what he's going to say. But
No, I have seen the shame in which Craig has hung his head when we've watched Tuffy.
Yeah.
And I know that shame is genuine on Craig's face.
Now, what does Billy D think though of the UK chairman?
Oh, Billy D has no problem with Huffy because Huffy drinks actual malt liquor, and he's the only UK person to drink actual malt liquor. There's a lot of imposters. So Huffy 72 is Billy D approved.
Okay.
Whoa! Havana just he just committed a crime against the malt right now. He said the McRib, the Mac rib, is garbage.
Well, no, that's not a crime against the malt. That's Havana's opinion, and actually I'm inclined to agree with Havana on that.
That's the one part where the malt liquor community and the craft beer community join. Because, they're nothing better than a really good sauce.
We saw what Mr. Dumbcunt did to the McRib last week.
and that was a crime against the malt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember, he also poured out the malt afterwards. So Mr. Sumdrunk doesn't care about crimes.
Love it. That's what I love about Mr. Sumdrunk. He doesn't give a shit about anything.
This was great. This is awesome, man. You gotta love these guys. These guys are totally entertaining.
Yeah, Havana even says, but the McRib is garbage. Went to Tucson 2012. God, awful place.
So next week we will show 209 J Jones mistaking Joe D for Joe D Messina.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a hell of a mistake.
Yeah,
Mr. Met in 209 went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and Met ordered a salad.
I have to
figure so he can drink more malt liquor. I mean,
in that same thing of the malt liquor chairman getting a new Corvette. In that same theme, we just had an announcement this past week that there's a lot of American cars not going to be manufactured anymore.
Oh yeah,
the Corvette happens to be one of them. I want to go into a little bit of that, more of my opinion on it. But most of us, actually all of us here in this room, grew up with American cars. American cars are part of America. They are the fabric of America. They are, American cars are what this country was built on. Quite frankly, part of it's the railroad, but a lot of our economy was built on automobiles. It was, you would get in your big American car, your big American sedan, and drive
or truck.
Well, or pickup, sure, but most of the time it was cars. It was big American obnoxious cars, and that's
Cadillacs or land barges,
right? And that's what this country was built on. And now that a lot of those same American cars aren't going to be built anymore. What do you think about that? To me, it's kind of a shame. You still see a lot of cars out there, but they're not necessarily American made. They're a lot of Japanese cars, a lot of German cars, a lot of so on and so forth. You go down the list, there's still a lot of cars out there. the big American cars, the Impalas, some of the Cadillacs, they're not going to be made anymore. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they're just going where the money is, and the money is on the small SUVs now. I mean, that's
for the Ford Crown Victoria. Even though I think Ford's stopped building them, those were built for years up in Canada, actually.
Yeah, Ontario.
Yep. Then you also had two motors. You had your 351 Windsor and your 351 Clevelands, and the difference between the two is where they were built. But they still have the same engine displacement. One was built in Windsor, Ontario. The other one was built in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
But the one in Windsor, for some reason, the way they built it, excuse me, had more horsepower.
Well, the plants that are being shut down is what, 6 plants? How many plants?
6.
Yeah, 6 over the next year and a half, something like that.
And even if it is other plants that are outside of the country, there's still parts, there's still raw materials. The auto industry in this country, I don't think people realize, and if you've quickly forgotten what 2008 was like, a lot of that was the automobile industry, my friends. A lot of that downturn in the economy was the automobile industry. This country is built on it. As a truck driver, I see it firsthand. A lot of these raw materials that go into building and manufacturing automobiles.
Yeah. Well, you look at the cars they were canceling. I saw a video talking about how many were actually sold last year for each of the ones, and the Impala was like 15,000. I mean, it wasn't that many. It was like 15 or 20,000 Impalas they sold in the last year. The Volt, which I have, was like 3,000. The Cruise, which was the biggest fella, was only like 35 or 40,000. Ooh, that's a good one, Art. But yeah, they're just moving them to the compact SUV platform. And if they need to go back to cars, they can do it within a year or so because it's the same frame. They just slap a new body on it and call it a car. Drop it down a little bit. Drop the ride height down a little bit.
I think what do you have to say, Bum?
I was just going to say, you mentioned the Chevy Cruze, Mark. The Chevy Cruze is mainly built at the Lordstown, Ohio plant, if you drive along the turnpike. And that is one of the plants that's being closed down.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. If you drive along there, I mean, the plant is literally 1 mile long from beginning to end as you drive along the turnpike there. And in big painted letters as you drive along, it says "Home of the Chevy Cruze."
Yeah,
it's a shame. One of those plants is in Detroit, and Lord knows Detroit don't get any more job loss. And it's not just the plants themselves. Like I say, guys, man, I haven't forgot how big an impact one plant closing can have on the whole country. That's a lot of jobs. The spin-off from that is a lot. It is. We have one guy here that makes his living manufacturing auto parts. Not maybe putting together auto parts of some sort. I don't bring it up that much, but that's what he does. And it's like these things have an impact. It's going to take some time. But all you hear now is losses, job losses in great numbers. You're not hearing jobs coming a fruit, right? You're hearing jobs being just taken away, and that's never a good thing. And that one, those 6 plants, those numbers may not mean much. They can make numbers do whatever they want. In the overall picture of things, man, that's going to have a huge impact. You watch. That's a lot. It is, man. You know.
2011, St. Paul lost the Ford Ranger plant, and that shut made the Canadian Pacific literally shut down their Ford trains, which ran, I think, 3 or 4 times a day, bringing auto parts to the plant and finished product out.
I mean, it's a huge impact, because those are, at the end, at that actual physical plant, those are very good jobs, right? So that plant shutting down, those are jobs where one person can work and a family can be supported, right? Typically, I mean, if they really wanted to. Now, whether that happens or not, who knows? Those parts plants that supply that plant, right? You got to think, how many of those are closing because that car that they say isn't getting good numbers now has to close? How many more parts plants are closing that had good jobs, right? How many steel jobs are closing now? How many plastics plants are closing now because of that one plant? We have to think of the umbrella effect of some of these things, right? Like that one plant closes and then boom, 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 boom. And those are all good paying jobs. How many jobs have we seen since 2008 that were fantastic paying jobs that had pensions, good retirement, all these sorts of stable things, and replaced by jobs at Starbucks? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's we have not been making America great again. Just some food for thought, man. You know what I'm saying? These jobs have been disappearing, man, by a mofo.
A lot, yeah.
Well, the other sad thing about it is, sometimes these companies, what they want their employees to have, they want literally a 20-something in their employee roster to have like a master's degree, and it's like, if that were to happen, they have to start studying for college when they're 2 years old. It's that they want unreal employees, basically.
You know, thank you for bringing that point up, because also with one good trend that has been happening is there's some schools now that are starting to lower their tuition, which is fantastic, because what's been happening in this country, which is a true shame, which is an absolute atrocity in what's been happening in this country. We try to encourage our youth to go to school to get a higher education, and for the rewards for that are hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt for the rest of your life. And that's, you know what I'm saying? You know, you go, oh yeah, here's your master's. Welcome to $100,000 in debt for the rest of your life. Carry that around for a while. Like, that's crazy, man. You know?
My nephew just graduated from UMD, but luckily for him, he's working for the state of Minnesota, and he'll just be getting his certifications as a CPA shortly, and he'll be getting some serious money. And he'll be able to get his student loans paid off in probably 5 years.
It's kind of a vicious cycle. Everybody, the big push for everybody to go to college, which is great for the colleges, and then you tie into that the easy availability of student loans. So everybody can get student loans, and the college is like, hey, everybody's walking in with all these free student loans. Let's raise our costs. Let's keep jacking stuff up and building and hiring people that we don't need to hire, and paying people more than we need to pay them, and all this stuff. And it just spirals. I mean, college tuition's gone up by like 250% the last 20 years.
Here's another piece
related to the amount, how easy it was to get student loans. Nobody put a cap on it.
I have that exact point that it's actually, some people equate it to the ease of getting student loans, like that kind of has contributed to the debt that Americans carry.
Yeah, because the federal government will guarantee your loan, no matter if you're going to go to school, and you go to school and you get a degree in underwater basket weaving, which is fine, but you take on the school charges you a crap ton of money to get your degree, and you're never going to make money with that field, so you leave with a huge debt because the student loans are free or low cost. So everybody takes it on. The school raises the tuition. You go to school. Nobody tells you that if you want to be an underwater basket weaver, great, but don't expect to make more than $8,000 a year doing it. You know, I mean,
it's college tuitions are so high that it has forced some people to balance it out. Okay, look, should I go to college for 5, 6, 7 years and get myself, $20,000, $30,000 in debt per year, or should I become a tradesman? And actually, what's the ratio of me making, I don't know, XYZ dollars per year in that same amount of time, not having that kind of debt, maybe having other debt, but not that kind of debt, and actually being able to make a living over the same course of time that it would take after having a degree, while making a degree and and having that degree to make up for that debt. Like, it might take a person 10, 15 years, from the beginning of earning that degree to actually paying that debt off. And where is that balance? Like, what's that calculator like?
That would be a minimum in most cases, time-wise.
The problem is that everybody needs to go to college. Everybody needs to go to college, which is bullshit, because not everybody needs to go to college. There's lots of people that are better off and more skilled and better at doing trades versus going and becoming they may not want to be an engineer, but they'd be a damn good plumber that can make $100,000 a year.
Right.
As a plumber. But everybody pushes in school, they push them to go to college, so they go to college and they don't know what they want to do. So they end up staying in school for 6 years for underwater basket weaving and get $100,000 in debt, and they'll never pay it back. Whereas if they would have gone to trade school because that was where their aptitude was, they'd be done, they'd be a journeyman plumber in 3 years, or metalworking or whatever, and bring it down big bucks and not having all the debt.
Right. And possibly having a pension and doing all these other living, all these other sorts of things.
Oh yeah, I work with them all the time. That's one of the biggest issues is how do I manage my student loan debt?
Yep.
I've got a brother. He started off in working at a building, doing building maintenance and stuff, and his boss saw possible potential in him, so his boss enrolled him into classes that the company paid for. And fast forward about 30 years, and right now he's the head of a low voltage division at another company that he got hired into, and he makes a drive up to Duluth Superior every week, and he's got a company vehicle, and he's got he's had a cabin up in the Northwoods in Wisconsin for the last 25 plus years, and he's done probably about $300,000 worth of upgrades to that.
Yeah. There's just been a huge breakdown in terms of the school system.
It's also
pushing people in a direction they don't want to go into, and they're not. Yep. And they're not. That's not what their aptitude is at.
Yep. And another thing is the trades back before the housing bust in 2008, back in 2006 or 2007, there was an article in the local paper where the head of the electrical classes for both the St. Paul and Minneapolis technical colleges got together with all of these counselors and stuff and told them, look, you can't go shoving 40 plus students into these classes, because what are they going to be learning by sitting on the union bench? They're not going to learn a damn thing. So literally what both technical college systems did is they cut the classes in half. So instead of putting 40 kids through every 2 years, they put only like 20 through.
Well, let's segue that into this one piece that I have here, the article. Justin Kendall about Trillium Brewing, right? Which is Trillium labor practices, brewing methods question.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Tom, this is one of your beers.
You have a Massachusetts craft beer maker Trillium Brewing Company's labor practices and brewing methods are under scrutiny after accusations were lodged last week by a self-described former employee of an online beer firm. Trillium required its retail employees to reapply for jobs they already held prior to last month's opening of the company's new brewing tap room and restaurant in Boston's Fort Point neighborhood. The ex-worker wrote that the base compensation for employees who had worked for more than 3 years at the brewery was cut from $8 an hour, right, to $5 an hour. Worked the exact same job across the street. That may not sound like a lot, but that is a 37.5% cut. That would be $6,000 a year for full-time staff, right? In Massachusetts now, the state minimum wage is $11 an hour, although the minimum wage is just $3.75 an hour for tipped employees. The state mandates employees receive at least $11 per hour once tips and wages are added in. If an employee's wages and tips don't add up to $11 an hour, it's up to the employer to make up that difference. What do you think, man? Anybody got any?
I heard about this.
That's pretty chicken-esque, if you get me, man.
Hey, Tom, if you got your earbuds in, you want to jump in on this one?
So supposedly they brought it. They ended up paying the people. They brought the price back up to what they originally were getting paid.
Oh, okay.
It still doesn't make it right though.
Yeah, that's not good, man. You know, we try to talk about how craft brewing is bringing a lot of good jobs to America, right? Now I realize that some of these jobs are waitress jobs, waitering jobs, and that sort of thing, and they're not necessarily the good jobs are actually in the brewing process of a lot of these breweries. You know, waiting and bartending can bring the lower end of those wages, especially, you know, when you get into bussing tables and that sort of thing. But the actual brewing process is still, I think, pays fairly well. This is sad to me. This is sad to hear this sort of thing. A $6,000 cut in wages, man, a year is that's very significant.
But even Zach said, working for any brewery, you got to work your ass off. It's not gonna be a picnic.
No. And you know, I make a living, but you know, I do work my hours, man. You know,
Yep.
You know, and this is, I've had this conversation with many people. Trust me, especially over the years. Listen, just because you're a union guy and you have a pension and all these things, union jobs pay well, and you hear people getting these crazy wages, if you will, because you're willing to put in the hours. You know, now don't get me wrong. If you worked your 40 hours, you're still getting a decent wage. But some of the crazy numbers you hear about are because you're willing to put in the hours. You know, they're not just it's not the lottery, man. They're not just handing out checks. You know, they're handing out checks if you put in the time. You know, and some people, unfortunately, they may be union, but they're not necessarily, don't have the best contract, and they're in this sort of Trillium situation. Unfortunately, you know, not everybody, just because they're union doesn't necessarily mean they have the best contract. So you know, people still need people backing them up. You know, what do you call it? Advocating on their side, right? Like this is sad to me, and I'm glad to hear from Tom that he heard they at least got their original wages and stuff, because this is sad, Crafter.
Yeah. To stick with the transportation side of things, a investor out of Chicago invested in the Minnesota Transfer Railway back in 1987, and he took this company that was a 9-to-5 Monday through Friday operation and turned it into a 7-day week operation.
Damn.
365. And he made an example out of one manager in the office when he told this manager that this company that he was talking with on the phone, they needed certain railroad cars at their facility by a certain time. When he came up on Amtrak's Empire Builder, that train was just leaving the yard the following Monday. He got to the office, fired that guy right on the spot, and he had like 35 years in with the Minnesota Transfer. And because he made a promise, and that promise was broke by an employee of the company.
But well, I know there was more beer news this past week, and anybody else got any other stories they want to share with us?
I've got some beer news for up here.
Sure.
Local, you could say hole in the wall place that's in the shadow of St. Paul Union Depot might become no more after a developer buys it and puts up condos.
Oh.
Kelly's Depot Bar, if you want to punch it up.
Okay, Kelly's Depot Bar, St. Paul, right?
Yeah, you should be able to find an article.
Yeah,
TwinCities.com.
TwinCitiesEater.com. Long time. Let's see if I can pull up just here we go. The nice thing about Safari is it gives you that option to pull up the reader article, so it gets rid of all the junk they have on their website. So it makes it nice and easy to read and stuff.
It is clearly a classic poster child dive bar.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean, it's the working man's bar is what it is.
Just from the
Looks
look,
nice.
it looks like my kind of place, my friend.
Yeah. That looks a lot better than where I was yesterday.
I would sit probably at this bar stool, or maybe right here. Yeah. Probably one of these 3 bar stools. That's where I would sit at. And tough decision. Look at that. Look at the selection of spirits.
Yep. And I bought one of their tumblers when I was down there last year, and I used it last weekend.
Okay, now we've got to. Okay, I know what the intention was of you bringing up this piece, but I don't call this a dive bar. Not when they have more than 50 different selections of spirits.
Yeah, I know.
Dive bar to me is when they've got like 10.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean it as a dive bar. I meant more like a working man's bar.
Yeah, the working man's I can buy, but dive bar, when they've got 10 selections of spirits, and those are all house spirits, like
That's a dive bar. Yeah.
that's a dive bar.
Bottom shelf stuff. Yeah.
And bottom shelf stuff They don't even have Crown. When they don't even have Crown, you're screwed, my friend. And it's cash only.
Yeah.
That's the definition of dive bar. Boom.
I was at a cash only place yesterday.
Cool. What do you have at the cash?
Okay, here we go. We're going to go farther into this dive bar definition. Okay, when they have 12-ounce pours for $2 a beer, you're in a dive bar. Cash only?
I don't know what I didn't even explore what they had on draft. I'm not going to name the name of the place. It was my first time. It was my first time ever at this place, and I went there knowing that I would not have a good beer selection to pick from. So I just went in and I said, "Do you have Yingling?" Yingling was their top shelf beer there.
Yeah.
It was either that or Iced Tea Light.
By whose opinion?
Exactly.
Yeah.
By whose opinion?
By whose opinion?
I'll just say this to narrow it down so Mark will know the general area where I'm talking about. It was in the Munhall / West Mifflin / Lincoln Place area, Mark.
Oh, I think I might know where that is. I can't think of the bar, but I think I might know where it is. Yeah, there's a lot of them there, though.
It's the place was literally as big as my living room and dining room. If you combine those, that's the size of the bar.
Cool. Yeah.
The entire venue. Yeah. Begins with a D.
At all? Was there any food at all?
Yeah, there was. I got a fish sandwich against my will.
Now,
5 menu items.
Yeah.
You know what? Some of these dive bars though
Have good food.
can have good food. Like
Good sandwiches. Yeah.
yeah, they'll have decent food. It's not the food because they'll offer 5 things, and like at least 3 of those 5 things will be like bomb. You know what I'm saying? And that might be part of the reason you go there on top of the $1.50 or $2 draft that they offer.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That they have to have some. But the thing of it is, the pours are like 10 or 12 ounces. They're not your normal pint pour.
Yeah. They're like, yeah.
And that's what get you in the door.
They're like European pours, like 11.3 ounces.
Yeah.
It's a high gravity pour.
Yeah.
I have literally,
4.5% high gravity.
those of you know that sometimes where I hang out occasionally is the Applebee's down the street from me here. I pass one of those dive bars on my way to said Applebee's in my area. Or Prophet might know where I'm talking about.
You should stop in there, Joe. You need to stop into the dive bar.
Oh my God, dude! This dive bar comes with, I don't know, 20 rednecks. Like, this place is literally dive.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? When you go in there, you got to talk like this because that's how it's all talking here. You know what I'm saying? You're like, we're in Arizona. What are you talking about, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I just got in there from Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, right. You know what I'm saying? Give me a break. What are you doing?
And then you probably got some truck drivers down there from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's probably the guys out of the milk ranch.
These cash-only places crack me up. But yeah, I have to admit, I've had some of the best damn sandwiches and stuff like that. Like, you're not going to get, like, prime rib, right?
No.
Hey, Joe Herb Prophet's asking what bar are you talking about?
He's there right now.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah, he's like, what are you talking about, dive bar? I just ordered another, $1.50, 12-ounce pour. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Hey, Joe, did you take advantage of those $2 pours of Oktoberfest at Applebee's?
At Applebee? Oh, yeah. No, trust me. No, you guys have seen me take advantage of specials at some of these bars, please.
Mm-hmm.
How many logins do I have on Miller Lite, for Christ's sake? I don't know. And that's not even all of them. That's
you got more logins on PBR than anything.
Yeah, PBR. Well, how many logins do I have?
I think you got something like
94 on Miller Lite. I just happened to look like last week.
I thought you had like 150 for PBR.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why I'm drinking those PBRs, man. You know what I'm saying?
$2 each.
Sometimes it's pure economics, baby. It's like, you know what? Yeah, no, see, Herb Prophet's got a point. Now, he is the Herb Prophet. Keep that in mind. So why go to a bar? Duh. You know what I'm saying?
And Herb Prophet says, I don't go to bars.
That's exactly his point. Like, what's a bar? We would have to break it down that far. Like, why would you go to a bar to hang out? Like,
But Joe, if the herb's at the bar, I mean, then you got a profit, right?
Yeah, you got a profit. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Nice.
You're supposed to be doing that.
If some kind of herbs at the bar, there's got to be a profit somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Doesn't have to be herb profit.
Let me
but
just
there's an
talk
herb profit.
about Friday. I'm just talking about Friday. That not Thursday, not Wednesday, not any other day this past week. Just Friday. I think, I don't know, between the between the 16 and 1700 hour, 4 to 5, I probably smell weed. I don't know, a dozen times. I mean, this place is insane. You know what I'm saying?
That's you though. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig, how's it going, man?
Hi, how you doing, man?
What's up, Craig?
What's up, Craig?
I did.
He dumped the mask.
He took up his camouflage ski mask. Now he's back as Craig.
Mask, and he took off the suit, and now here he is. Boom.
Greetings.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. No.
He cured his stuttering, and he's not blinking
Beating
anymore.
Up his tie.
Yeah. Yeah. Dump the tie.
Sometimes when I'm thinking back to that Huffy video, I'm wondering if he's on meth, maybe.
Maybe Huff.
He's on something.
He's on something.
Nope, nothing but malt liquor. Malt liquor.
You know what? Okay. You know what, Bum?
Malt liquor with the meth chaser.
I think it's the extra 2 ounces of malt liquor he's consuming.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You know. And it's the fact that malt liquor, we've had it confirmed now. It's Twinkie. It doesn't disappear. You could drink and the door foam will just stay there.
Yeah.
Well, it eventually turns back into malt liquor if you leave it the door foam.
You could leave it there for 7 years.
Yeah.
And it's still there.
They should give you with the MREs.
Even Twinkies is going down
with MREs.
MREs are going, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ever watch people eat old MREs on YouTube?
Dude, they're on there, right? Yeah.
People, I saw one guy that I guess it was refrigerated for a long time, but it was one from like the 80s.
Yeah.
Still good.
84 or something like that. 80.
Company I used to work for, place they had me at.
No, there was a guy that ate sea rations, bro.
Sea rats? Oh shit.
Canned sea rats. That's how old these were. That's before MREs.
Yeah, that's the stuff that they put in. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hey, Joe, you were in the military. To a grunt on the ground, did you ever see a P-51? And I'm not talking airplanes.
Well, P-51, everybody has those, don't they?
No, but not everybody knows what they are.
Oh, well, P-50. You want me to tell them, or you want to tell them?
P-51 was a grunt's friend to open up his sea rat. And also, it was also called John Wayne because it was used for anything and everything else. Mechanics even used them in World War II to open up the engine cowlings on aircraft for maintenance.
So what he's describing is they were actually pretty small, and some people would have them on their keychains and stuff like that. And,
made out of stamped aluminum or stamped steel.
Yeah, and you'd fold them out, and they were actually little can openers. And
little can openers, yeah.
Open a can with your P-51. was a lot of people have them now. Like they're
the company is still around that makes them, and you can still buy them in the waxed paper.
Let me see if I could dial one up here because it.
They actually made what they called the P38, basically a larger version of the P51, but that was for cooks to use when they had to open up the big cans of
like the big
potatoes and
cans. Yeah.
They're
like the perfect zombie apocalypse tool. I mean, you need that.
Okay, that was exactly where I was going. I am in the great state of Arizona where a lot of these people live. I meet these people that are woo, out there, man. They are in it. And that's all I'm going to say because that's my job. But here is a P38 and a P51. P38's a little bigger, P51's a little smaller.
And the number
P51 is bigger, 38 is smaller. So,
and the number is indicative of how many punctures it takes to open it. The cook's say can of like an MRE or. And that's what the number indicates.
So basically, if you open up a bunch of cans, you're going to get carpal tunnel because it's going to be
that too. But you're looking at 51 punches for one and 38 for the other.
I think I'll go with the 38.
Yeah, I hear. But it's you know, I mean, so many people carry them for different reasons.
I've seen stories online of. Vietnam, Korea, and World War II vets, when they go through the airports and stuff now with TSA, they tell TSA, F off, you ain't taking my P38 or P51 from me. This thing's been with me ever since I was in said branch of service. You ain't taking it from me now. And they don't.
Yeah, that's
because they don't want their asses kicked by a veteran.
Well, and they just tell them, okay, you don't have to get on that
plane. They do get on the plane though, because they know they're not screwing around.
I'll be right back.
No charge.
No charge.
No charge there.
Bless you, Tom.
Oh, thank you. Very nice. I thought about charging. I didn't know what to put the bid out as. But
yeah, you would be the first person to charge ever.
I'm gonna go grab another.
You should put that burp on eBay.
We have $5
I shall return as well.
Thought I'm getting an energy drink for Havana. Very nice.
So Tom, are you having second thoughts about meeting up with the UK chairman?
I actually thought about that the other day. I don't know. He seems might scare me off.
Seems crazy.
I'd want to have craft beer. I don't know if he'd want to drink craft beer.
I think he might have craft beer off camera. I don't know that for sure. But I'm assuming he just comes to the United States on business, whatever his job is. He comes here once or twice a year.
Yeah, because I seen he had another video from Boston. He was like on a rooftop or something like that.
Yeah, who knows with him? God knows.
Who's this?
Huffy.
Yeah. Coming to Boston in what, February? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Perhaps he's a stockbroker or something.
I would love to know what he does for a living.
Yeah. So what do you do for a living, Craig? Oh, sorry.
I'm a stockbroker.
Okay, now, Ernst, what do you think of that 200th, man? Is that one of your last ones, or did you just buy that?
Yeah, it's the last of the ones I had. It's all right. I like draft better than this one, honestly.
Cool.
Good to just drink and crush down, though. But it doesn't offer anything spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was nothing. I liked it too. But there was nothing to make it stand out from a lot of other Ginai.
Right. The only one that really stands out is export for me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The foreign extra stout.
The foreign extra.
Yeah. I love that.
Still have one of those left.
Yep.
What'd you got?
We had who's this asking about my chair?
Woohoo.
Jesus.
Oh, Travis D. Travis D's asking about my chair. Now this is a fat boy chair in here, man.
Cypress Hill Boys says it's a reinforced chair. It's
a fat boy chair, man. There's no BS. This is actually a gaming chair that I got for super cheap. That is literally rated pretty high for real man size. Yeah, I'll share the screen with you and show you what I got here. This is the exact chair I got. Color. It states that it's currently unavailable, but those of you that are interested, I got mine on Amazon. Same way you can.
Looks like it varies between $102 and $129.
So
it looks like another one for $250.
That chair is popular. I've seen it. A lot of people have been buying that thing.
Yeah. So does it support your full weight and not sink down all the time, Joe? Because that's my problem with this chair.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. My retired chair, that was the problem with that one. The one before it, that was the problem with that one. This one here, man, is awesome. This one, just like the pictures show here, man. It leans back. It has a footrest. If you're my size and you're willing to lean back 150 degrees and put the foot, yeah, good luck.
Jesus.
But it does recline,
yeah,
like that. See that position? See how they have the nice
woman? They got the hot chicken there, the hot business chicken there.
Yeah, and she looks very good. Her legs look way better than mine.
I hope so.
That's handy. That's handy. The chair goes back as well.
But I do have those pillows, and you might. I don't know how well you look at the video that I.
Is that a lumbar pillow in the back, in the lower back there?
Yeah. But my pillow is actually always on the sofa behind me. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
It's right.
There's no room for that.
I don't like pillows, so that my pillow is right here, right over my shoulder, right here. That's the pillow. I don't know if you can kind of see the shiny part of it there, but that's one of the pillows. The other pillow I put on the other chair. But it comes with two pillows. You can remove them, as you can tell. But yeah, this sucker will recline, man. I have just like your car. Look at that.
If you don't fall on the floor.
Oh,
yeah, it'll recline, man. I don't do it, but yeah, it's. Now I have to admit, in the seat for me, it's a little narrow, but you get used to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like sitting in a Camaro. Like, you ever gotten in a sports car? In the real, they're supposed to hug you and all that. This is what this chair is like. The upper part's okay. The bottom part, if you're a big guy, it definitely can find. I've got.
Holy crap! Dude.
That's right.
I'll charge you for that one.
What was the magnitude on that one?
Yeah, that one. Wow. We have to have a
record. Furious. Tsunami warning. Tsunami warning.
Exactly. Tsunami warning. Yes.
Now, from Alaska.
We also have some news about anybody. Now that I just showed you Amazon, our Amazon tie-in on this show is Amazon just had another announcement, man. You guys hear about it?
How are they going to screw us now when we buy from them?
I don't have an iPhone, so it doesn't matter to me.
I know shit's been getting stolen off of people's front porches.
Now some people may not. This ain't going to affect everybody, but those of us that are Apple fans, it definitely affects us, right? If you have an iPhone or any sort of Apple device. This affects us. Now, December 17th is a big day for us. If you have an Echo and you have an iPhone or any sort of Apple Music, December 17th, we are getting Apple Music on your Echo device finally, which is a big deal. I'll tell you why it's a big deal. Now you've always had Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, of course Amazon Music, Amazon Prime Music. It's a big deal to have Apple Music on there because up till now you could only Bluetooth it to your Echo device. Now that they came out with these new Echo devices, and if you caught the Black Friday sales, you were able to get the Echoes, the actual new Echoes, for $24, which was a hell of a price. So I changed all my Echo devices, and now I've got the new ones. And trust me, it makes a huge difference.
What's the difference between the old one and the new one?
Oh man, they're louder. They sound way better. The microphones pick up easier. They are a lot.
I should fire Alexa. Alexa, you're fired. Did you hear what she said? Listen. Alexa, you're fired.
Oh, man.
That is cool. I'm going to try that. Let me see. Alexa, you're fired. Yeah. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
What did it say? What am I doing?
The same thing. Oh, man. But it is cool, man, because, the new, Alexa with the update, the Echoes, I'm going to stay saying Echo. Yeah, because now I've got my other one. Yeah. That's how good those microphones are. I mean, they hear incredibly well. In any case, now they stereo pair, and the pairing great. Now, don't get me wrong, this ain't audiophile quality stuff you're getting. It's more of a convenience thing, right? But to be able to play music in your whole house now, I have pretty much Echoes in every room. But it's nice when you're cleaning house, or you're in and out and all this sort of thing. It's so nice to just walk in and go play music everywhere, and it just plays everywhere. Great. The new Echoes have temperature sensing, so you can, hey, what's the temperature in this room? You can ask it, what's the temperature in this bedroom? Alexa, stop. So it's so nice. It's so nice to actually have some of this functionality in there. Now, if you're Bluetoothing, you're only Bluetoothing from your phone. If you have an Apple phone, you're only Bluetoothing to one Echo device. So now that let's say you're using Amazon Music, you're able to, do it for all your devices. You know what I'm saying? In your whole house. And once Apple Music is live, December 17th, you'll be able to do that the same way. That functionality is great. It is awesome.
Alexa sounds like marriage material.
Dude, she's great. She tells me the traffic. She does everything for me. And as a matter of fact, right now, I don't know how long it's going to last, but right now, if you ask her for a joke, Jimmy Fallon is telling you a joke. So you ask her for a joke, and she tells you, Jimmy, take it away. You know what I'm saying? And it's great. Jimmy Fallon tells
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Actually, my friend Jimmy Fallon wants to tell me. Let's take him to shop. What's the word taking the character?
See?
Jimmy Fallon jokes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Does she do George Carlin?
You must be paying for that one.
Right now.
Oh, okay. So now Jimmy's going to tell my jokes for a while until I tell her that I missed her jokes.
Yeah. So every
I want George Carlin to tell jokes. Yeah, like you said.
And right now, until Christmas, after Christmas, this is kind of a pain for me because I'm the only one that orders packages for my house. Every package you have coming to your house right now, it's not going to spoil the supply.
Yep.
So, which sucks because right now I have a yellow ring because I just got a delivery today. If I ask her, what the notification is. She's not going to give me the details of what it is. She doesn't want to spoil the surprise. I wish I could turn that off because no one's sending me packages. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, Earth brought up a good point. Ask Alexa, what are George Carlin's 7 dirty words that you can't say on TV?
Alexa, what are George Carlin's 7 dirty words?
George Dennis Patrick Carlin was an American stand-up comedian.
I couldn't hear it.
The English language, psychology, religion, and various taboo subjects.
Basically going through
you want to do a Wikipedia. Yeah, it said various taboo subjects.
Okay.
you know, that sucks, Mark, because I'm the one that turned Mark on to that darn speaker, and mine's done. Mine's been done. I threw mine away a long time ago already.
Yeah, no, I still got mine. It's sitting right here.
It quit working.
Pam tells the device that she's what? A whore. He said that once, and he didn't really like that.
No
The
charge.
blink and flash.
Yeah,
It's awesome. I have routines set up for mine, certain ones. I have routines set up now. So, like, for instance, my phone pretty much wakes me up, right? My phone is my alarm in the morning, all that sort of thing. For instance, I have a backup. So I have my Echo device at the same time turn on my bedroom light, greet me in the morning, like good morning, that sort of thing, and turn off my light after a certain amount of time. You can do that sort of thing, which for me is nice. Now, I went on vacation, and I happened to take a few days off during the week, where I had turned off my alarm on my phone, forgot to turn it back on. And when I went back to work this past week, come Monday, and I forgot to turn my alarm back on, my Echo device woke me up because it turned the light on. So that, you know what I'm saying? That sort of backup was nice.
I got a question for you, Joe. Do you play any music in the morning? If so, what kind of music?
Oh man, I fluctuate between, and he knows your taste, right? And so it's R&B, jazz, blues, and a little bit of Johnny Cash lately. I'm a country guy, believe it or not, a little bit of Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash actually is in 3 halls of fame.
Yeah,
Really?
He's in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Gospel, and Country.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash.
He's got those trifectas covered.
For somebody that's into 2-channel audio, someone that's into the 2-channel audio, Johnny Cash is a huge resource because he has a chesty sort of
He's got the deep baritone voice that is unmistakable.
Well. It does very well in 2-channel. Yeah.
So it's even in an Echo device, I know what he's supposed to sound like. So sometimes I still want to hear the differences in what that sounds like, and so she fluctuates that for me. On top of the fact that out of all the streaming services, if you already pay for Amazon Prime, you get Amazon Prime Music without. Now, the Prime Unlimited is a different thing. You pay for that. The music service you already get streams at a very high quality. I just want to make sure people know that. Don't pay for Spotify. Don't pay for that extra service. If you're fine, like, if you want higher quality, and if higher quality to you is 320, then don't pay for it. You're already getting it with Amazon.
I have Amazon Prime, and I didn't even realize you can get music. So,
oh man, it's a phenomenal resource. They don't have quite the catalog in the Prime that they do in the Unlimited, like Tidal, like Amazon, like Apple Music, and all that. They don't have 30 million songs. They have 2 million songs, but they're adding music to it all the time. check it out before you plunk down that extra $8 to $10 a month.
Yeah.
It does sound better.
I'm on Spotify. Yeah, I'm on Spotify. But
if you're already,
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind the adverts.
I know Spotify has a premium service,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and so does Pandora. And those services you pay extra for, and they give you an upgrade in the quality. That sort of quality, you're getting the same quality, and you're already paying for the Prime.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if you have, you know, maybe you, okay, well, knowing that, I'll check Prime out, and then maybe I can cancel that. So, you know, if that works out for you, then fine. For me, it works out. You know, I don't pay for any extra music services except for Apple Pay. I do already pay for that, so you know.
How's my audio, by the way? I'm just doing a little check.
That's good. Very good.
Sounds good. Sounds good here.
Right.
Loud and clear.
Cool.
So, you know, just a little FYI for people out there, Apple Music is coming, and Sonos support. So Sonos support is coming to your Echo device as well. So if you have any sort of Sonos speakers and you enjoy, you know, broadcasting to all your Sonos devices, your Echo devices will soon have that capability as well. It motivated me to branch out into a integrated amplifier that will play Sonos. So now I'll be able to, not only will I be able to play audio everywhere with just my Echo devices, but once they update, I'll be able to include my 2-channel audio with that as well, which would be fantastic. So it's me and Mark were talking about that in the pre-show, and that's another huge motivator for me. So there's all these different updates that are happening with Amazon, and they're just making it better and better and better, which is fantastic. If you're a little bit of a tech nerd plus a little bit of a person that just likes music and you just want to hear, you know.
I mean, I haven't met anybody that doesn't like music, so it should pass, right?
There you go, right? Yeah. You know,
like
honestly, if you take advantage of it, and they will lower the price of that Dot. You don't have to get the full Echo, but the new Dot, the sound quality in that Dot is going to blow you away. It really is. That little speaker is incredible. Buy 2 of them now. You can separate them and get 2-channel audio out of these little speakers. Telling you what, man.
So do you think the sound quality of the new Dot speaker is better than the quality of the add-on speaker for your old Dot?
Oh, yeah. No.
Like I got the one you taught me to bang that's now obsolete.
Yeah, I think it's just as good, not better, just as good.
Okay, all right. So I'm good then.
Yeah, you're good. You already have the speaker and it's working. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're legit. But if yours kaput on you, then like myself, then and all you've got is the regular Dot, the old one. And
yeah,
maybe you consider upgrading and donating your Dot like I did when I was talking about and kind of punish them with someone with some poor innocent soul that didn't have all this technology in their life, and now they get used to it, and now they're like, oh damn it, I have to have it. It's some of the conveniences, if you get used to them, are really real. And now you can even tell your Echo device, raise the mid-range to 6, raise the treble to 4, raise bass to 7.
Oh, okay.
You can get that specific with your Echo device now. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
Every single Friday, they come out with new stuff for it. Every single Friday. So, They
It's
have
a good thing I haven't been checking every single Friday. Then.
yeah, but yeah, they upgrade that every single Friday. You can do so many things with it. The routines are nice. If you ever, oh crap!
What'd you forget?
Okay, guys, something special is happening right now. My grandson's going to be born right now. Supposed to be
What's
born
that?
tomorrow. Coming
Oh.
up this week, man. My grandson.
Oh, cool.
Congrats, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About time.
Congratulations.
Dude, yeah. Awesome.
Congrats, you fat piece of shit.
Oh,
You know I'm joking.
Craig.
You know I'm joking. You know I'm joking.
Of all people from you.
That is a it is. Oh,
You know I'm joking.
that's a huge compliment, man. It is. I love it. I am pouring another one. I just got
the alert. You just got the alert, Joe.
I just got a text right now, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Supposed to come tomorrow. They were inducing labor tomorrow. You got it when I got it.
Did that
Craig saved me from getting emotional, man. This is so effing cool, man. This is my grandson. You know what I'm saying? I'm pouring here, guys.
Did that come from Mama?
No, it came from my baby mama. Yeah.
Baby Mama. Okay.
That's really cool.
Well,
Congrats for sure. That's
because my daughter's a little busy.
Yeah.
Little busy right now. So yeah, no, I'm pouring another shot. We're gonna do a shot to my new grandson, man.
Does your grandson have a name yet? Has she named him yet?
She told me a cute couple names. I don't know the exact name just yet.
Okay. She'll decide. Yeah.
Right now, he's just my grandson. And cheers to him coming in this earth, man.
That's really cool.
You know, I hold up an empty glass. They just had a beer. A second.
I won't share a beer, man.
Cheers.
That's
Cheers,
the
Joe.
third grandson.
Right.
Oh, Joe.
Craft beer drinker.
Joe,
Craft beer drinker, yeah.
Joe, Flat Earth Brewing is coming out with a stout called Black Helicopter. I'm going to be picking up hopefully next payday if it's out at my local Total Wine.
Wow.
What style is that?
It's supposed to be like a stout or a porter.
Oh, sounds good.
It's local. It's a local brewery.
Wow.
They're actually over in the old Stroh's/Hams/Olympia brewing complex, probably about 2 miles from me.
Oh, close.
Well, that's a place with some history. Between Stroh's and Hams and Olympia. Wow.
Yep. Well, first it was Hams, and then yep, and then when Hams closed its doors, it went to G. Heileman, and they started making Olympia in there for years.
Okay.
And then after Olympia, they started making Stroh's in there.
Okay.
Stroh's
Stroh Party. That was their tagline for a while.
Yep. And Stroh's was the last major beer that was made by G. Heileman in that plant. Now, Flat Earth has taken over, I think, 1 or 2 buildings over there, and they got their whole operation between those 2 buildings.
Okay, cool.
And if you were to actually punch up the old Stroh's Brewery in St. Paul on Google Maps, it actually takes up quite a lot of real estate, and there's also several other businesses in that same brewery complex.
So is Flat Earth going to take over pretty much that whole building, or just part of it?
They just took over like 2 buildings, and
Okay.
that was it. That's because that's all they need, because they're literally like a microbrewery.
Yeah. Okay.
The grandfather of microbrewing in Minnesota is Summit, and they've grown extensively over the years. They've actually installed, I think it was 6 or 8 new fermenting tanks a couple of years ago.
Okay.
and they actually had to take the roof off of their fermenting tank building. Oh, looks like Bumpin is out like a light.
Yeah.
Is he?
Go left, right, or right, left, right,
he's
right,
out.
left.
Oh, is this a first?
Down for the count.
He's got to work tomorrow. He's got to work. Yeah.
On my grandson's birthday, cheers the bum! First time out on the show on
Cheers,
my
bum.
grandson's birthday.
Sleep good, my man.
Salute, man.
Up to you, Bum.
No.
How many beers did he have tonight?
What was that Sammy Claus that took him
I'm
out?
doing the left, right.
Oh, he's
He heard
faking it out. Oh, shit.
Hope he left the
secret
cookies
code
out.
No, I'm still with it, even though I may not be visually with
Yeah,
it.
visually, yeah, he's just checking the island, right? Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
enough
he's making
conscious
sure
to
everyone's
catch
paying
up.
attention.
No, I'm still here.
That was good. Good one, Bum. Good one.
Nice.
I'm on this one right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Earth got a winter variety pack.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to get out of here. You guys can have an after show, whatever you need to do. I gotta get out of here, man. This is.
So, how many grandkids do you got now? Is it 2 or is it 3?
My third.
Third.
Yeah,
Oh, you gotta go see that one here pretty soon, sir. Might not be a Friday show.
New
then.
grandpa.
Sometime.
January. I'm going.
Yeah, congrats, though. It's really good.
Congrats, Joe.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
If you have to file for another couple quick vacation days.
This is another first. So the first time I'm having one of my grandkids live on air, and the first time Bums like crashed out on the show.
Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah, on my grandson's birthday.
The crash and birth.
The
Crash and burn.
Oh,
boom.
Show title.
Show.
I'm back though. However, this will be noted and go into the notes for the
Crash and birth. That is great. Oh, that one's gotta get noted. But I gotta get.
We gotta start we gotta start naming these shows again instead of like show 355, 356, 357.
Yeah. We'll see you guys. Peace out, man.
Take care, Joe.
Yeah, have a good one,
Yeah.
Joe.
Have a good one, Joe. Congrats.
See you next week, Joe.